Mix Rocks. We're here for another Coheed lesson, guys. First and foremost, shout out to Kevin Lynch on YouTube. Shout out to Razone77 on Reddit. Both of you guys requested I do this one. I got a lot of requests for stuff from the Unheavenly Creatures. So sorting through it all, guys. Keep the requests coming. I'm going to be doing videos all the time. Appreciate it. I appreciate all 6 of you that watched my Davenport cabinet lesson last week. If you missed it, everyone surrounding Davenport cabinet was last week's Coheed related lesson anyway. And I had some people reach out and they were like, dude, I didn't even know Travis had a side project. This is so cool. So, you know, again, to all 6 of you, that was really cool. I had a lot of fun with that one. All right, guys. So this song, kind of a rarity with Coheed stuff. They'll do a lot of sludgy drop D stuff. So this one is a lot of fun and it's not very difficult. And like I said, we're in drop D, so make sure you tune your E string down to a D, the rest in standard tuning, and let's get right into it, guys. The opening is like, you know, it's very atmospheric. I guess that's the word I would use for it. You know, it's Claudio's vocal and there's like some keys or some synth going on. And then seemingly out of nowhere, they're gonna hit them. That's a big D power chord, and with that drop D, with that open E string now an open D, we can actually play that in there. Let that ring out, and then they're gonna hit, which is actually a G chord. And when you play drop D power chords, you could just use one finger. It's going to be the 5th fret of that low E string and A string. You could even get the D in there together. And that's going to form a G chord, drop D, G chord. So we have a D. And then out of nowhere again, that G chord. That's going to ring, whole deal. And here's the riff. So it's a lot of fun. It's that sludgy drop D. You know, it almost has like a drop D Black Sabbath vibe. We have this D chord, and then we're gonna go play some drop D power chords. We've got D, and then this is a G on the 5th fret, and this is an A on the 7th fret. And I tend to use my first finger and then my ring finger. And then you've got to drop back down to that D power chord. So it's, and then we're gonna hit the G and the A again. Listen to the timing. Right? It grooves. You gotta listen to it. You gotta play it a couple times. They come in when we go. It's gonna be on the upbeat. Tap your foot to get that right. All right, so upbeat. And then we're gonna go to the 9th fret. Doing it. So we have a G chord, an A chord, and a B chord. 9th fret of the E string when we're in drop D is gonna be our B power chord. Then they're gonna go open. When we're in drop D, the open D, the open A, and the open D form a power chord. Look. And then play this fill. 4 on the D string, 4th fret D, the F sharp. We're going to hammer on and pull off. That F sharp is making this song in D major, the D major chord. Got an F sharp. So it's heavy and it's sludgy, but it's also major. It doesn't sound sad. You know, like I don't know, drawing a blank, but insert drop D song from the 90s here, and it's going to be in a minor key. You're going to get all that sludgy, like new metal stuff. No. This one's in D major. So we have that F sharp to a G and back to an F sharp. 4, 5, 4 on the D. And then to our D note, the 5th fret of the A string. So love it. Then they're gonna follow it up. Basic premise of a riff writing or music in general. You can't get away with doing the same thing over and over and over again. It gets redundant. So what they do here the second time around, a little bit of a punk rock. So instead of playing this lick every single time, they'll go up to that 9th fret. Instead of doing that open drop D, they're going to go right back to this D chord on the 5th fret of the A string. And make sure you get the scratchies going. Down, scratch, hit that 7th fret E string, that A power chord, on and up. And then we're going to hit that 5th fret on a down. So down, up, down. It's good for your timing. Play that in a loop, and then you'll have it. And when we get there, it's gonna wrap around back to the beginning of the riff. There it is. There's your main riff. It's pretty straightforward. Again, as Coheed songs goes, this one is one of the easier ones. The drop D stuff, it just sounds cool. You know, they probably needed a break from like the Willingwell type stuff. They were like, let's just play something that grooves and that rocks. And there's nothing wrong with that. And there's nothing wrong with that at all. There's a build up on the G chord. It's gonna go for 4 measures on that G. And while Claudio is chugging along on that G, Travis is just playing a little D major pentatonic, lick. So we're gonna play the 9th fret of our G string. And as it's building up here, 9th fret G, 7th fret B, 7th fret G, 9th fret D to the 7th. That's the lick. You know, and if you're playing the lead guitar part of this, it would be cool if you just, I think I could hear him doing this in the recording, play a D note as they slam on the D chord for the beginning of the chorus. After we've built up on the G chord, we're gonna go like this. Chorus writing 101, keep it simple and big and open, and people will sing along and buy your merch and stuff like that. So here we go, D chord. And we're going to keep our ring finger where it is, 7th fret D, but we're going to take our 1st finger and we're going to slide on back to the 4th fret. Okay, so you get a D, you get a C sharp, it's kind of like an inverted A chord. And then we're going to go to a G. I'm playing this with my ring finger. You'll see why in a second. Got my ring finger on that 5th fret, the drop D version of the G power chord on the 5th fret of the E string, to a B power chord, to an A, open A. Now, I'm playing it there. I wasn't in the studio with them when they did it. I don't know. Maybe they play it like this. It'd be the exact same thing. So before somebody goes, oh no, they play it on the 9th fret of the... Okay. This is where I'm playing it. But you can play it here too. 9th fret of the E forms a B power chord, and the 7th fret forms an A. So it could be... Or I just tend to think that open power chord sounds better on a guitar. I don't know. That's me. The B to the A, do it that way. So you have the D chord. You drop down to that C sharp and A, the inverted A chord. G to the B to the A. That's the chorus. That's like 90% of the song, guys. So the only thing that's left to do is to learn the solo. So he's going to do something Something like that. So we have this, it's D major pentatonic. It just like any Travis solo, it's very melodic and well thought out and serves the song. So you get the idea by now. I'm a big Travis Stever fan. I think he's like the perfect guitar player for this particular band. Claudio does all the rock star stuff. Claudio and his guitar solos are more like rock star guitar solos, more like something that Jimmy Page would play. Anytime when you look at like in Welcome Home, where Claudio's playing a solo, he's more of the Jimmy Page, Ace Frehley, Tony Iommi, Angus Young type, and Travis is the thoughtful, melodic Brian May type. So let's see what he's got for us here. We have this 9th fret of the G string. We're gonna bend it up, and then on your way down, we're gonna hit that pinch harmonic. So hit your pinch harmonic, then we're gonna go on the 10th fret of the B string, all the way up, whole step, and then back down. 7th fret B, 8th fret, and then the 7th fret of the G string. So you get this. And he plays it. We're gonna bend up and release and pull off. That 9th fret, bend it up, bring it back down, pull off to the 7, back to the 9th fret, and then we'll go 9th fret D and 7 on the D. Then he's gonna follow it up with this. So this is a cool one. We're gonna hit the 11th fret of the G with our middle finger, 10th fret of the B with the first finger, and then we're gonna slide with our ring finger, 12 E to 14. So an E to an F sharp. There's that F sharp, there's that major third again. It's making this sound happy. Back to 12, stay light, don't dent the marshmallow, stay light on your fingers. It's good for your tone. We're gonna pull off to the 10th fret, and then back to the 12th fret. 10 on the B, and 11 on the G, and that completes that lick. Now we're gonna go to that 11G again, to the 12 on the B string, 11G to 12B, then 10B, back to 12, 11G again, and the 9. So that'll be. Those licks complement each other really, really nicely. And then he's gonna just, on one string, go up the fretboard here. 7th fret with the vibrato. Make sure you get like a wide vibrato. To the 10th fret, to the 12, to the 15. And then from that 15th fret of the B, we're gonna start tremolo picking. So you're gonna get tremolo pick, 15th fret, 17th fret, 19th fret to the 22nd fret on the B. And we're gonna end up on that minor root on that B note up here on the 19th fret of the E string. So you stick the landing there, and it goes back and plays the chorus until the end of the song. I mean, and that's it. Like I said, it's one of the more simple Coheed songs, but it's got a great solo. It's got a great groove. It's good for your timing. I had fun with it. I hope you guys have fun with it too. Guys, keep the requests coming. I love this band. I love doing it. Guys, I'll see you next time.